to start, Veda Pratama's had, but after that it was absolute chaos going in towards turn 1. Now we begin this 3 out of 4 races so far. A very quiet Le Mans, just taking away a few points, but had a great start.
Collision with the tarmac on the way down. There is a number 11 of David Gonzalez, the Spaniard. He's
big climb up towards turn 5 and turn 6 now. We saw some crashes there earlier on in the qualifying of the season back in Jerez. 8 points coming away from that one. So, but this season he's going to get a bit of a nosebleed.
the 4th of those 5 riders. And it still is Veda Pratama who has the advantage.
It can be slippy if you're offline. Some of the riders going inside. That was the number 11 there. Here running this high up. As we see, Tassini had a grid infringement. Double long lap penalty. Oh dear.
Brian Uriarte in second.
Look who our top 3 are, Peter. It's as if Pratama never going up the inside. I think I saw David Gonzalez, the local Spaniard, slots into 3rd position. Great start from him. Hearing me.
Yeah, that's a messy way to start the race, isn't it? What a shame. Okay, and it doesn't, you don't know why.
Went away and had an injury. It's like we're watching Jerez again, but you've got reporting at him from 3rd on the grid then, as we see Giulio Pugliese just behind.
I mean, he could have been in the wrong position or what? I have no idea. Well, we don't know exactly what he did wrong, but obviously he's done something.
And potentially the extra protagonists as well of David Gonzalez and Giulio Pugliese.
Now we're coming to the corkscrew section, and unless you go up there and watch it, you can't believe how steep it is. Okay, it's Veda Pratama, and then the 11 of David Gonzalez, Brian Uriarte.
But the top 3, Pratama, Uriarte and Danish. This seems like what it's going to be.
Is how they drop off the edge of the world here, back into first gear through the left. And those trio, I think, are being caught by the 31 of Giulio Pugliese. And
about this season, Peter.
It does. And there's the number 13 pulling out of the slipstream. Hander, and then they accelerate their short shift 2nd, 3rd into 4th, and Hakim Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there in 6th place with Sullivan Mounty up from 11.
Passing Brian Uriarte goes in. No, he doesn't. Brian Uriarte on the 51, and the orange helmet still has 5 through 4th gear. Absolutely sensational. This is faster and faster and faster.
11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off the back of this group. So we're really seeing it properly strung out.
Second place, but behind is now Danish, and this is the battle for the cup. Through the left-hander, up into 5th, and 200 kilometres an hour, 125 miles an hour, and on the brakes.
This is absolutely fascinating. I wonder what the conditions are like out there. I mean, the pace.
Benyat Fernandez, of course, is they are again and back into 2nd. It's an incredible part of the circuit.
And you don't want to get sucked in like Hakim being drilled out here. I mean, you got 2 riders out the top 3 in 2:01s. Most of the others, but
out of it. He's in 2nd place in the points, but he's not.
Danish almost did there into that left-hander. So easy to run off, run wide, click the wheel of the run. Pugliese and Danish, they're in 2:02s. Everybody else in minimum 2:03. So it's just
not going to be there, I think, at the end of this one.
No, absolutely not. Let's have a further look down the rider in front of you, something like that, and now we are all downhill on towards the back straight. Peter, I'll remind you what a red hot pace like the sun out there at the moment from these leaders.
And pole time was 2.
Then we got the likes of Morelli, who is absolutely at the back, who's now picking up a point. You got the Frenchies. He said, surely no one's going to get away with it or run away with it. Why is Veda Pratama? It's like he's got an earpiece listening to our
2:01.95, and Veda Pratama has just done a 2:02.
Plomp and Da Costa there, 13th and 14th. Singapore down in commentary. He's gone, what are you talking about, old man? I'm off.
Yeah, he's gone, isn't he? But no, Brian will be out 2:02.0, so he's almost on his pole time. David Gonzalez is underneath the pole.
Just ahead of them, sorry, in 12th position. I was just thinking where Singapore qualified.
We'll catch him. Come on, Brian. He knows what he's doing round here. He knows what he's doing wherever he is. There's the number 11 time at 2:01.71.
Well, this is absolutely fascinating then, and it was fairly far down, but I can't find him on the grid.
David Gonzalez picking up the slipstream of Brian Uriarte, has to back out of it as Brian sweeps into.
You can see Mitani and Ramadeepa having their own little battle back in 8th and 9th on our timing screens. Just a swap over. Oh yes, 23rd, there we go, all the way down. So that's a very, very decent ride so far from him, as well as Mitani.
To the left-hander. And as long as the guys behind are not silly, I'm sure that Brian...
From there, got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mousey. That's a good start from them. Thompson could have expected him to be in this meet in 8th as well. Agostinelli, the Vietnamese rider there, up into 9th place as well.
And will catch Veda. Of course, there is the question of what gearing have they chosen. Has
front group perhaps with his pace and qualification, but not today. Fastest lap of the race is the number 9.
Down the corkscrew again. You're looking back at what a great picture. Veda chosen a gearing, perhaps the lower gearing that he doesn't need the slipstream.
Goes to Hakim Danish on the back of this group, the number 13 Malaysian rider there, doing very, very well indeed on.
So that is looking back at Hakim Danish, and now forward Brian Uriarte.
Real Marco Morelli's weekend just going from bad to worse at the moment. I mean, he started championship leader, 4 second places so far this year. This is where he took his first Rookies Cup victory last year.
And the leader, Veda Pratama, on the 54.
From the back of the grid, but he's not made any inroads here at all. You know, a multiple race winner, podium. Oh, as he nearly gets wiped out there by... Oh no, he nearly took out there Julio.
And 8 laps to go. You know, we're not halfway through this yet. There's still plenty to act.
Finisher in Rookies Cup. He was on the rider sent to the back of the grid for the slow riding in qualifying, but he crossed the line into Pugliese. It was 31 on 13. That was a tough move. So it gets turn 3 is not your...
remaining.
They're being very sensible, Peter. It's like a very high-speed game of chess. They're in it for the long run now. 25th position, not ideal for him whatsoever. Christian Daniel Jr., a stereotypical overtaking spot.
No, it isn't. But meanwhile, I was interested. I was watching Brian Uriarte.
This is your group. Doesn't look like any of them are going to really drop off. Pugliese's made that step up. Who was started from the third row from bottom. He's made
there as he tries to hang on to Veda Pratama. He didn't look quite as smooth and cool.
Be a consistent podium contender. Gonzalez clearly knows his place very, very well. He did a move up towards 16th along with Zen Mitani.
And Benyat Fernandez, he's precise as he normally does. I wonder if he's just having to push quite hard.
I'm going to have a look at what he was up to last weekend.
And the points got up to 11th place. They're now into 10th place actually, and he came off the back of the grid. So to stay with the leader, the number 54, the Indonesian Veda Pratama. I think all 5 of them know that you need the slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it, and it's only taken him a lap and a half to get all the way up into the top 10.
So
and there is Veda.
Pratama taking such a different... Well, I mean, all 5 of them doing completely different lines there through the river.
Couldn't, and they know that you need the slipstream. So there really is no point in doing anything silly. It's still leading.
It can be done then. So a great start for those guys, but the others, they'll be hoping...